Hey guys, Sakir here, playing Twin Saga today, and today's video is going to be about the DPS classes comparison. So today I'm going to be comparing them by running the solo dungeon, Runes of Oblivion, which is a level 50 dungeon. My character as of this video is level 50, and all of the classes are going to be level 35. Now why are my classes level 35? Because it takes a long time to max a class and a character. Other than that, because it's easy to get them to 35, and on top of that, at level 35, that's when you've unlocked all of the skills in that class's tier. If you were to press K and go to your skill list, you get a skill every 5 levels, and I think at one point it skips, so I think it's 10 to 20 it skips, or something like that it skips. But at level 35, you'll have unlocked every single ability for that class, so it is, in this point, I decided to go and do a comparison of all the class skills, how much damage they do, and how quickly they can clear this dungeon run. Another couple notes to note about this video is Senshi skills are allowed, so I did use Rina, Samuel, and Zaro for all of the class comparisons. Another thing is that I am not using any of the class buffs, so the skills such as crit, as haste, and any other class skills that buff you, I am not going to use because it might provide unfair results going down the line. So all of this may change by the level cap. The level cap currently is 65, I believe, in open beta. When they release it, it might go up. I'm not sure what they're planning on doing. But all of this and all of this results might change based upon the talent tree points that you put in at level 65 and the specs you choose. It could provide varied results in the end, and I could be running specs that are not as optimal as others. And obviously, when you get to the level cap, you're going to have a lot more talents to work with. And some of the classes' talents are, the better talents are unlocked later in their class tree. So maybe, let's say Hunter, for example, you're not hitting the full potential on the Hunter until level 50 because that's when you get the good talents. Or when you have enough points to put into both specs, that's when you hit the good mark. So I'm not sure if some classes are actually late game classes and not built for the early game and are going to completely succeed other classes during late game, and maybe some classes might fall off. And other than that, those are also, just putting that out there, that's also another thing that I don't have definitive proof on as of now, because this character is level 50 and all the classes are going to be 35. And honestly, in the end, you should really play what class you have fun or enjoy the lore of, because they're all extremely close in DPS comparisons, and I don't think any of them should be discriminated against, because they're not far off from each other on DPS classes, and none of them are useless. Everything is going to change based on the dungeon, probably. I'm sure there are going to be certain dungeons or raids, if there is raids in this game, that are going to want other classes more than other classes at certain times. Let's say it's a very mechanic-heavy boss and you would want less melee classes, and you would want to switch to a hunter. As well as the whole point of this game is allowing you to be able to pick every single class at any time. All you have to do is press K and switch. Certain classes are probably going to be more optimal for certain bosses, and you might be switching a couple different times throughout the dungeon run. But maybe this is just going to be a little helpful who you want to start off on, or who you want to focus mainly on, are the top two. You can pick one melee, one ranged. You can do a Dragonknight and a Mage. You can do Rogue and a Hunter, Swordmaster, Gunslinger. Any way you want to pick it, you'll probably want to have at least one melee and one ranged down. So this obviously also doesn't include Beserker and Occultist. I have not unlocked them as of yet at level 50. I'm not sure what you have to do to unlock them, but I don't have them as is now, and these classes are easily gained throughout the story. So this is just going to be the first 6 DPS classes base is what we're going to do the comparison. So when I do get the Berserker and Occultist classes, if I play this game long enough to get them, I might do another video to add them to the comparison, or just compare them to each other instead of adding in extra 2 classes to the mix, and then just go ahead and compare their times to this. But that'll probably have to be done in a different dungeon run as well, because I'm assuming by the time I get them, I'm not still going to be level 50, and this dungeon will then become irrelevant. So if I do get far enough to have Berserker and Occultist and get them to at least 35, or whatever level these classes end up being, let's say I'm continuing to play Dragonknight and that gets to 40, That means I have to get every other class back up to 40 to be able to do an equal comparison again. I don't want it to be Dragonknight is level 50 and every other class is going to be 35, because that's definitely going to provide very skewed results based on the talent tree and spec like that. So that is a lot of work to do, but if I get the time and if I feel like doing that and I get Beserker and Occultist, I might add them into the mix. Most likely I'll probably just compare them to each other at an equal level. I'll take them to 35 and then compare them to each other at 35, and then just add it into just make a separate video on that, and then just add the rest of the classes times in it. I don't know, it might differ depending on the dungeon. I don't know how I'll do it yet. We'll see about that. But in the end, guys, just really pick the class that you like. Maybe this helps you pick a main class you would like to prefer. I definitely recommend playing one melee and one ranged, and probably getting up your cleric just so you know how they feel when they're trying to heal you guys when you stand in stuff you're not supposed to. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If it helped you out, leave a thumbs up, please. It really helps me out. Leave a comment down below if you want anything else from Twin Sagas, if you want a guide on what dailies you should be doing or where you should level at a certain level, let's say level 50 and beyond. Leave a comment and maybe I'll be able to do that for you. Thank you guys for watching. Take care.